right, everybody, welcome to another deep dive with us. Today we're looking at ZataData and...
Oh, yeah, this is a fun one.
Yeah, they're doing some really cool stuff.
Really interesting company.
So we're talking AI, machine learning, deep learning, all that good stuff.
But
there's a twist.
with a twist, because they're really focused on
the stuff that makes tech work for people.
Yeah, for humans, not just for the sake of tech.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Like data quality and security.
Huge these days.
Integration.
Gotta have it.
And, get this, application interoperability for the enterprise.
I know, it's a mouthful.
It is, but trust me, it's a big deal.
Oh, it's a huge deal. What they're doing is...
It is.
It's gonna change things.
Oh, it really is.
So they're not just like building, a bunch of apps or whatever.
Right.
They're thinking long-term, building a foundation so that all these systems can actually talk to each other.
Oh, that's so important.
Securely. Seamlessly. Imagine, like, your healthcare data.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Going to your fitness tracker, going to your insurance company, all while being totally secure.
That would be amazing.
Like, that's the vision.
Yeah, that is game-changing for sure.
Definitely.
And the mastermind behind it all
Oh, yeah.
is Záda G. Beasley.
Zada!
She's the founder and CEO of ZataData.
Yep, and get this, she's been called a modern-day hidden figure.
I know, isn't that cool?
I love that.
We did a lot of research on her, and we were like, okay, that title is spot on.
Makes sense when you learn about her.
It really does.
Her background is fascinating. Like, she's got degrees in electrical engineering, computer science, and mathematics.
Wow.
From Howard and Johns Hopkins.
Triple threat?
Talk about a triple threat.
This woman was clearly meant to solve problems.
Complex problems.
Oh, yeah, no kidding.
But she didn't just, get the degrees and stop there.
No way.
Back in the late 90s, like when the rest of us were figuring out dial-up.
Oh, my gosh, yes.
She was out there building the infrastructure for smart cities.
Oh.
Can you even imagine being that ahead of the curve?
It's like she's a time traveler or something.
I know, right? Like Back to the Future, but with smart cities.
Seriously.
It's incredible.
It is, and back then the idea of a smart city was like science fiction.
Pretty much.
But Záda saw the potential,
She saw it.
The way data could be used to improve like everything, traffic flow, energy efficiency.
She's a pioneer.
Total pioneer.
Laying the groundwork for what we're starting to see now with connected cities.
I know, and then there's her work with GPS satellite systems.
Oh yeah, can't forget GPS.
Come on, GPS has totally changed how we get around.
Like having a personal guide in your pocket.
Right.
And she was there at the forefront, pushing the boundaries of what was possible.
And then she also spent time in the semiconductor world.
Oh wow.
Both in Silicon Valley and South Korea.
No kidding.
We're talking about designing essential components like RIM, DRAM, RDRAM.
The brains of our devices.
Yeah. Most people don't even know what those are, but they're so important.
They're the memory chips that power everything, smartphones, laptops, the servers that run the internet.
It's mind-blowing.
And Záda played a key role in developing those.
Think about that. We're all walking around with pieces of tech that she designed years ago.
It's amazing.
But you know what really struck me is that her journey isn't just about technical brilliance.
No.
It's about leadership vision and a drive to make tech work for humanity.
That's the key, right?
It is.
It's not just tech for tech's sake.
Exactly, and that's what we're going to be unpacking in the next part of our deep dive.
Oh yeah. We're going to explore how she went from engineer to leader and how that's shaping the future of not just technology,
but how we interact with it.
Exactly how we interact with technology and each other. Stay tuned.
You won't want to miss it.
So, we talked about Záda's technical background. It's impressive.
Oh yeah, she's brilliant.
But what really makes her stand out is her leadership.
It's true. She's got this way about her.
It's not just about, being the boss. It's about empowering people, creating a culture.
Where everyone feels valued.
Exactly.
Like they can do their best work.
And it's interesting because early on in her career, she was appointed to a leadership program.
Oh yeah, I read about that.
And she became the first Black woman to complete it.
Talk about breaking barriers.
Amazing, right?
Yeah, she was setting the stage for others to follow.
It shows you how talented she was.
Oh yeah.
That she was recognized that early.
They saw her potential.
Exactly. And this wasn't just any program. This was about cultivating the next generation of leaders.
And she clearly rose to the challenge.
Oh yeah.
It makes you think about the impact she had.
On her career and the women who came after her.
Showing them it was possible.
Exactly. It could be done.
And, it wasn't always easy for her. Remember how we talked about her pushing for GPS commercialization?
Oh, yeah, that was a big one.
Apparently there was a lot of resistance at the time.
People didn't see the vision.
But Záda, she just knew it would change the world.
And she was right.
Boy, was she ever.
It's that grit and grace,
That's what you got.
that unwavering belief, and even with the pushback, she never gave up.
So inspiring.
It's not about getting discouraged, it's about bringing people along.
To see the possibilities.
That's what makes a great leader.
Bringing others on the journey with you.
And you see this pattern throughout her whole career.
Oh, totally.
The last a computer system for A10s.
I know,
A
right?
design lead for early drone technology.
Cutting edge stuff.
Revolutionary at the time.
It's amazing to think about how she was involved in all these groundbreaking projects,
Time.
pushing the boundaries of technology.
But it's not just about the tech itself.
No.
It's about the ripple effects.
Like with drones.
Exactly. Package delivery, aerial photography, disaster relief.
It's mind-boggling.
Totally.
Okay, but this next part, this really got to me.
Oh, yeah.
In her thesis, from way back when Záda wrote about this concern she had,
What was that?
that as technology advanced, humans might start to lose empathy. Isn't that profound?
It is thinking about the human implications of tech all those years ago.
It's like she was ahead of her time
And you can see how that early insight connects to what ZataData is doing now.
with their human-centered AI,
Exactly. It's like she took that concern and turned it into a mission
a guiding principle,
for building technology that enhances our humanity.
not diminishes it.
Right. It's about understanding human needs and values.
Not just algorithms and data.
And that's reflected in all of ZataData's current projects.
AI, machine learning, autonomous tech, big data.
Even Web 3.0 readiness,
They're not messing around,
tackling the big challenges.
but always with that human-centric lens.
It's like, how can we make people's lives better?
Solve real problems. Connect with each other meaningfully.
I love that.
And they're not just focused on one industry or one place.
Right.
ZataData's reach is global.
Global impact.
Healthcare, finance, education, you name it.
It's really inspiring to see.
It is.
But let's go back to Zada's leadership style for a minute.
People describe her as inspirational,
Yeah.
someone who empowers rather than controls.
Words like humility, empathy, responsiveness, accountability,
They all come up a lot.
which makes me wonder, how do those qualities actually translate into the day-to-day at ZataData?
A good question.
How does it show up in their work?
If you look at their website,
Okay.
they talk about designing machines that foster well-being.
Interesting.
It's like her personal vision is woven into the company itself,
Not tech for tech's sake.
but tech with a purpose.
To improve our lives and the world.
I love that idea.
Building a future where tech is a force for good.
It helps us connect more deeply, solve problems.
Makes us more human.
Technology that makes us more human.
That's powerful.
And it's not just about company culture either.
Right.
Záda also walks the walk.
Oh, yeah. Her philanthropic work is amazing.
She's a huge advocate for abandoned infants.
And she's created educational programs for underprivileged kids.
She's committed to making a difference.
Using her success to help others?
It's really inspiring.
It is.
All right, so we've talked about Záda's journey, her leadership, and ZataData's commitment to human-centered AI.
It's a powerful combination.
It is, but now let's see how this is all playing out like in the real world,
Right. How are they putting this vision into action?
What are some examples?
Well, one area where they're really making an impact is healthcare.
Oh, healthcare, that makes sense.
They've developed this AI-powered platform
Okay.
to help hospitals and clinics manage all their patient data
Manage it how?
more efficiently, more securely,
Oh, okay.
It's not just about storing the data, it's about getting the right information.
It's the right people at the right time.
Exactly, which can be crucial in healthcare.
Life or death sometimes.
Absolutely. So walk me through this. How does it actually work?
Yeah, because healthcare data is notoriously complex.
Oh, it is. It's siloed and messy.
How do they even begin to tackle that?
That's where their focus on data quality integration and interoperability comes in.
Okay, I'm listening.
They've built this system that can connect all these different data sources,
Yeah.
clean it up, standardize it.
So it's usable.
Exactly. And then they use AI to analyze it, extract insights.
What kind of insights are we talking about?
Like identifying patients who are at high risk for certain conditions.
Oh, wow.
Or flagging potential drug interactions that a doctor might miss.
That's incredible.
It can really improve patient care.
For sure. But what about security?
Yes. The big question.
We've all heard those stories about data breaches in healthcare.
It's a huge concern.
How does ZataData deal with that?
Security is paramount for them. They use top-notch encryption and anonymization techniques.
To protect privacy.
Absolutely. And their platform is built with a zero trust model.
Zero trust. What does that even mean?
So every single access request is verified,
No matter what.
even from within the system.
Oh, wow. So even if there was a breach,
The damage would be limited.
that's reassuring.
They've really thought it through.
It sounds like it. But beyond healthcare, are there other areas where they're making a difference?
Oh yeah, they're doing some fascinating work in education.
Education. Tell me more.
They've got this AI-powered tutoring system
No way.
that personalizes learning for each student.
Whoa, hold on. How does that work?
It assesses their strengths and weaknesses,
Okay.
identifies knowledge gaps, and then recommends learning materials and activities.
That's amazing. It's like having a personal tutor 24/7.
Exactly. But you bring up a good point. What about students who might not have access to all this tech?
Right, like how do they make sure it's inclusive?
That's something they're very aware of. They're working to make their solutions accessible to everyone.
Everyone.
Regardless of background, they partner with nonprofits to give free access to their tutoring system in underprivileged communities.
That's fantastic.
And they're even trying to make it work on low bandwidth devices.
So even kids in remote areas can benefit.
Exactly. It really aligns with the Zada's vision of empowering people.
Using tech to create a more equitable world.
I love that idea.
It's clear that ZataData is not your average tech company.
No, they're not. They're a company with a conscience.
Using their expertise to make a real difference.
It's inspiring to see.
It really is. So if you're as intrigued as we are,
And you want to learn more?
definitely check out ZataData online.
You can find them on LinkedIn, YouTube, X, and Medium.
We'll put all the links in the show notes so you can easily find them.
It's been a pleasure exploring this company with you.
This deep dive into ZataData and Záda G Beasley has been amazing.
I encourage everyone to follow their journey and think about how they can apply these principles in their own lives.
Beautifully said. And until next time, keep diving deep.